I am exempt from the masking bylaw, or laws that bylaws and store rules that are being under Canadian law that are being forced upon the Canadian public. I have my doctor's recommended that I don't wear a mask because it will harm my health, and I'm not going to get into specifics. That's personal information. That's why the law is in place, to protect people from having to share with store clerks or, somebody who confronts them about their exemption, personal information. So I have a couple other exemptions, but I won't go on about that. What I'm concerned about, based on my recent experience, wearing a T-shirt that's anti-mask, and I'm making a T-shirt today. I wear a T-shirt all the time, and with a message. And my T-shirt's going to say, "I'm not an animal. I'm exempt. I'm not an animal. I can't breathe," underneath in brackets or something like that. So a couple things on the back. So I've been doing that. I haven't worn a mask yet, and because I've been disrespected. I've been disrespected, and treated like a leper. They used to have a saying, they put lepers in colonies. People with leprosy, they were afraid of it. But in any case, an outcast, a pariah. And it's the pressure has been cranked up. The stores, the big box stores are in on it. They work with the government. As everybody knows, they've been open while the little guy's crushed. Jesus, help us. So I've been experiencing it from beginning to end. And now I'm being confronted at Timmy's. I'm being confronted, and I say I'm exempt, and I push it. And I had an incident at Lululemon at West Edmonton Mall, where I stood my ground. I complained to the company after. I didn't make an issue, but I was in the store 10 minutes with my big blaring T-shirt message, unmasked, with the whole world glaring at me. And so you feel what it's like to be an outcast and be, and the potential for everybody to turn on you on a dime. So I'm noticing an uptick in the masks, the exempt pressure on the exempt people. Scrolling through the newsfeed on Twitter, I noticed just a steady stream of these exempt people are a problem. These exempt people putting others at risk. I mean, and these are mainstream outlets. And the mainstream outlets in Canada have taken, in the first year, over the last several years, first year was 600 million, and now it's every year. They're billions now. So they are government media. They can't survive without government money. So they all in concert are running these, and the media's controlled by, I think 2 or 3. It's concentrated. So the money goes into a few hands. It's very easy to get control of it. So knowing that, and then you see the articles that have that are hammering on the exempt, are a risk to society. These bad people, bad, they're so bad. And you see the comments, and you note the shills. There's paid shills working on these forums, and they're just, you can spot them, very complex technical arguments out of nowhere, basically anyway. That aside. So anything to obscure reality and push the program. So these outlets are in concert, scapegoating the exempt, and they're concentrated into a couple of hands. In my view, that's a hate crime. Could very well be a hate crime. And I'll have to confirm that. I'm thinking about the value of a class action lawsuit for the exempt, because you can't see someone's exemption. You can't, it's not like someone's got to be in a wheelchair to qualify. You don't know. There are many exemptions that cannot be seen with the naked eye. So to be scapegoated, my God, in history, look who did it. Stalin scapegoated the farmers who were good and got a little bit of wealth. They killed them all. He turned the rest against them. They stole it somehow. Pol Pot took all the city folk, scapegoated them. 2 million in the killing feeds in Cambodia. And what's the other? Mao Zedong in China. I mean, he turned anybody that had accumulated anything was a monster. It turned the people against him, scapegoated them, and that's what it feels. Oh, and let's not bring up the Hitler example. I mean, Nazi Germany, my goodness. I won't even go there. But you know what it feels like to be totally scapegoated. I went on a walk with a German lady. She had to be 85. She was from Berlin. I've been to Germany. And I was there before the wall came down. And she told me a story about how she lived it. She told me how she's lived this. And she sees how quickly it could turn. How quickly it can turn. So, folks, stand up. Take off the mask. I'm exempt. I'm exempt. I'm not an animal. You hear me? Have a good day.